Hi. I am Hathem B, e-cycle best blogger and correspondent. Time for our Green Guardian of the Week. Let's welcome our guest, Reena Kazmann. Reena Kazmann is the director of ecoartware.com. Hi Reena, it's an honor to have you here. Now, we'll be asking you questions about your contributions in recycling. I think we can consider you the Green Martha Stewart. How do you come up with so many unexpected and fascinating ideas? What were your inspirations in coming up with your product line?
Hathem, while I have worked as a crafts teacher, illustrator and crafts designer, I don't have time to create any actual products for eco, so I don't know whether the Martha Stewart comparison is tight. I scout for designs all the time, and have been doing this since 1999. I do write and illustrate articles on eco-gift wrap, because I realized that the materials people used to wrap our gifts were uneco-friendly. Recently, I organized a lecture demonstration and present to local groups, to present new ideas for people who enjoy good design and sustainable ways of doing things. We have been writing about eco-design and designers since 1999, first in our on-site, illustrated newsletter, Recycling Reg, and then in our blog, Eco Artware Notes, because there was more information to write about.
You have close to 20 product categories. What is your most profitable product, and what is the story behind it?
It's odd, Hathem. Different products are popular at different times. One year, we couldn't keep DC trolley token cufflinks on the shelves, and another year, we couldn't keep fire hose wash bags in stock for more than a week. We had barely sold 10 the previous year. I don't know how and why this happens.
Which among the products that you sell, do you consider the most interesting and why? Also, just for fun, which would you say is your quirkiest?
I think our quirkiest products are hangers made from the backs of chairs, on their last legs, which have a large, handmade, metal hanger. They are from Sardinia. Also, we now carry a powder that, when mixed with used cooking oil in a microwave, for 2 minutes, turns the cooking oil into a candle in about an hour. And no new materials, like beeswax, have been used to create them. All our products come with fascinating stories. I love all of them. The telephone wire baskets are beautiful, and have helped a group of Zulu weavers, displaced from their original homes, survive in poor living conditions, where they were moved. My friend, their liaison, collects the end of telephone wire reels from Johannesburg, ships it to them via a bus. They have been weaving baskets for 20 years. Mothers are teaching their children to do this. These baskets provide vital income for them.
I'm sure you've had hundreds, if not thousands of products, in your catalog over the years. Could you give an example of one absolute hit, and maybe a miss too, if any?
Some stock staples are bicycle chain bracelets, map stationery sampler packs, made from out-of-date maps from the U.S. Geologic Survey, and circuit board luggage tags. People are always interested in them. And, from personal experience, I know the brightly colored tags really do help you locate your bags in a gaggle of black suitcases. We once sold aprons made from bolt ends of heavy Swedish cotton. I guess it was too early for the cooking craze. Not many people were interested in them. Too bad the timing was poor. We featured them a few years before the trend.
Selling totes and clutches made of fire hose to consumers who go crazy over designer animal leather is a challenge. How do you encourage buyers to prefer your bags over more popular brands? Can you give us an overview of your buyer demographics and how you reach out to them?
I think the fire hose totes and clutches are beautifully designed and impeccably made by British artisans who make high-end leather bags, and I use them all the time. There certainly is a market for them, because I don't know that people are glued to their animal leather bags. For instance, Stella McCartney's bags and non-animal products are popular and high fashion, and I think her market is wider than animal rights supporters. I have been a vegan for many years, and I am reaching out more to this community, which is growing by leaps and bounds. We have interesting demographics, which say we appeal to people 25 to 55, but most strongly to people 25 to 35. We also have an almost equal division of men and women. I try to reach them via general press, Facebook, and Pinterest.
In a market dominated by consumer products that are cheap, disposable, and fashionable, how do you continue to make your brand visible to consumers? What are the major challenges that you face in getting the eco artwear brand out there?
Our store began in 1999, and we were lucky to interest the print press early, to help get the name out. Getting seen by many people is harder now, because there are fewer magazines and newspapers, and now, there are many additional ways to get the word out such as blogs, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, etc. In addition to contacting press and blogs, we will spend more time trying to connect with the public on social media.
Eco artwear has been around for close to 15 years now. What would you consider to be your greatest achievement? What were 3 important milestones?
I think our major achievement is that our presence encouraged some designers to work with reused, recycled, and sustainable materials. We helped raise consumers' awareness that you can buy great eco-aware products, and also introduce them to designers who excel in this niche.
What should we look forward to for eco artwear this year? Is there anything major that will happen with the brand?
Our stock continues to be varied, depending on what new products are available to us. The brand expands. We have a second site, www.earthfriendlycorporategifts.com, focusing on gifts for green businesses that want to offer gifts reflecting their values.
Knowing what you know now, what would you say to your 1999 self who started this business?
Prepare for more surprises than you'd ever imagine. For instance, artists who work with found materials need to find them. You cannot go to a store and buy them, so sometimes there have been temporary shortages of tokens, coins, or typewriter keys with specific letters, or old maps for stationery, until they find more.
What is the greatest feedback a customer has ever sent to you and why?
So someone ordered a custom typewriter key bracelet, with the name of a woman who had been the editor's secretary at a well-known magazine. She had worked there for almost 30 years. It was a retirement gift that came with deep emotional associations. It meant a lot both to her and the staff, because it reminded them of the days when the magazine depended on typewriter to help them get the words out, a different time and way of life. The client said it was a powerful symbol, and meaningful to all of them. It became a meaningful experience for me too. Made me happy to be able to offer it to them.
Who are the equally amazing people who stood behind you in the eco artwear brand, and what is your message for them?
I'm happy to give a shout out to people who have helped create the site for years. Tony Boys, our wonderful webmaster. Kate Jaraki, who edits all our copy. Mary Beth Ramsey, who creates our artwork and printed materials. Our photographers, consultants, the artists who create these beautiful products and provide eco-alternatives to eco. Thank you.
How has recycling shaped the values of eco artwear as a brand? What does an eco artwear product stand for?
I think the question should be reversed. Everyone who works here is skilled at what he or she does and cares about the environment. It just happened like that. Our mutual interests and different interests have helped shape what we are and what we do. For instance, someone who helps us process gifts during the holiday season is a database expert. We created the lecture demonstration because she has the technical skills to make it work, and helped us broadcast our ideas about eco-alternatives. Someone else has good video equipment and has made a video we created about wrapping gifts with newspaper. It has received over 20,000 views.
As an environmental advocate, what are 3 little things that you do for the environment every day that you think our readers can easily adapt?
First, I live in a large condo in a neighborhood with a listserv in Washington, D.C. About 80% of our packing materials are reused, because I let the neighbors know that I accept their old packing peanuts and air pillows. I also retrieve these from people in the neighborhood, when or if they offer used materials to anyone on the email list. Second, we reuse file folders about 4 times. Turn them inside out after the first year we use them. Then put file labels on the names, so we can write on them again. It takes a little time to do this, but I do this while watching a video or TV show. Third, we shred our clients' paper records annually. I look for free shredding events, which are held throughout the year. If I miss one, I use the listserv to see if there are others who would like to hire a private shredding company to come by and dispose of sensitive information.
That's it, folks. It's a great privilege to have interviewed you, Miss Reena Kazmann. Thank you for sharing us your passion in recycling through art.
Thanks, Hathem, and have a great day.
Thank you for watching. Visit recyclebest.com to learn more about recycling.